There was an even more critical alteration. Omitted VAT, the second highest source of revenue for the entire nation, made it very difficult to audit or track 8.61 trillion.
So I'm guessing you heard Kingsley Chinda, the PDP minority leader in Nigeria's House of Representatives, emerged as the sole governorship candidate of the APC for Rivers State ahead of the 2027 elections. So in simple terms, while still in PDP as an honorable member, he didn't defect into the APC officially. Yet he was allowed to run unopposed as the APC governorship candidate, which sounds almost unimportant. For context, Kingsley Chinda led the Minority Caucus that put out the interim report on the alleged illegal alterations to the tax reform bill. What sparked protest the most was citizens having to deposit 20% of any tax dispute before they could even appeal to any high court. However, there was an even more critical alteration almost every Nigerian didn't pay attention to. The altered version omitted VAT and petroleum income revenue from the federal tax, contradicting that of the Senate, which specifically placed it under federal tax. To understand how critical that is, VAT is the second highest source of revenue for the entire nation, bringing in around 8.61 trillion in 2025 alone, which would inevitably have made it very difficult to audit or track that huge amount of money, because the law didn't even state who was collecting the tax in the first place. So how do you know who to audit? Mind you, the World Bank report in April said in 3 years, over 34 trillion did not reach the Federation account. The full House quickly disowned the Minority Caucus and its interim report, calling it procedurally improper and lacking institutional backing, claiming that as far back as December 2025, they had set up an official bipartisan ad hoc committee to investigate the same issues. However, till date, after over 6 months, this official ad hoc committee hasn't released any final report in plenary, even as we speak. Now, the same man that stood against this and in the interim report led by him alleged that these weren't mistakes but indeed alterations by the executive has been given the governorship candidacy by the APC. But this is only two pieces of the puzzle. In the part 2 of this video, I will break down the entire findings of the interim report and how it may tie to the more recent incident where an APC Lere Olayinka was said to have back-end access to INEC's portal. Would you be interested in a part 2? Let me know in the comment section. As always, don't trust, verify.